for those who don't know, so well, he's someone I played a lot of games with a long time ago, and he hasn't played ranked seriously for quite a long time, but he has these strats that he's willing to unleash. And I know we've just talked about it there, so it's no spoiler, but he's trying to play offlane Lich. I played a Lich game with him where, you know how Lich can put down the Spire with the shard, right? And then you can ult off it. And he just went around basically soloing off heroes because he just blink at them, put down the Spire, use the ult, and then Sinister Gaze, and it would pretty much 100% to 0 any hero, and it was quite funny.
Well done.
I mean, you could do that on any Lich, though. When he was doing it in the game I played, he wasn't core Lich, he was just a support, but he realised there's something in this, and you know if you buy Aghanims, you can cast Sinister Gaze while also putting down everything at the same time.
Oh, you know, you can cast your other spells while using Sinister
Yeah,
Gaze.
so you can Sinister Gaze and also put down the Spire and also drop the ultimate, then you buy a Hex or something, and yeah, it's pretty good. But anyway, I don't think you'll be, I don't know if you'll be allowed to pick that, we'll see. But Undying being banned this time, despite Undying being on what I'm going to say is the losing team? Was it the losing? I've already forgotten.
I don't know if that's necessarily the picks issue, the loss, but I think there was just a lot of misplays. Some on both sides, to be honest. But
yeah, I think he
had some rough fights.
He was still pretty good on the Undying. I know, unfortunately, he had that fight with the Tombstone, and he dropped 2 of them, and he just immediately fed the gold, and that was great. But he did still have quite a lot of impact on Undying, so they're going to get rid of that hero. He's got a very high win rate at the moment. Tiny is disgusting. So when I read the patch notes, immediately when I saw that 15-minute change to shards instead of 20-minute, I was like, Tiny's OP now, and I was right. So, I mean, everyone with any sense knew that was going to be ridiculous. So, Rubik, yeah, not for Nat. Obviously, Nat is so good at Rubik that taking away from him. Veteran had fun playing Rubik. He had a really rough time, though. He died a lot of times in the early game, but then when it mattered, he pulled out the huge chrono, and the fight was won. They actually banned Night Stalker as well. I guess they're against debate mail, makes sense.
Honestly, I love playing Rubik, but like, I hate playing against it. It's just miserable to play against it. Like, whenever you draft a team with a stun, you're just getting chain stunned by this one guy.
Yeah, I mean, yes, because he's got a longer stun from stealing it, and then he's also got lift, which is 2.1 seconds at max rank, which then that doesn't get amped any further, but he can get a 0.6 more duration talent. 2.7 second lift. That's a long stun for point click, isn't it?
But in like Hatton's mode like this, when you know the Ags exists and he's probably going to get it at some point, it means you sort of have to pick between, do we want to pick stuns or do we want to give Rubik bad abilities?
Well, there's the Lich. So Error wanted it. They're going to pick it. I mean, he'll probably run it as support, but I don't know. Error's pretty good at Lich, though he plays it more like a solo assassin than he does someone who just wants to play a support. Like, you know, when we saw a Hashim play Lich and Oak played Lich, actually support Liches. That's not his role. Tusk, well, Wobbo is getting to play his favourite hero 2 games in a row. He's very good at Tusk. It had some good impact that game, so why not? In before Rubik does the Lich combo. Yeah, that's true. Just steal Lich's ultimate and just lift him up and ult him. But you need the Spire. Rubik can steal it, can't he? But I've never seen a Rubik steal that ability ever.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. I think Chain Frost is terrifying if Rubik gets it.
If it bounces a bit, yeah, because it's got more slow and it's got more damage. Did you know that Chain Frost does 0 damage to Roche as a special exception?
No, I did not know that.
It does, yeah.
Probably because of the infinite bounces talent.
Yes, exactly, yeah. You just put down the Spire and ult Roche and it bounces like 100 times, does no damage.
Well, I guess that's not really an exception. That's just because it used to be that Ancients were the same, and they just removed that from the Ancients.
Well, Ancients now take magic damage, so yeah. What, though, I don't know if it happens, is, you know, every time that Lich's ult bounces, it gains damage. A small amount, like 25 damage. It actually does. I didn't even know that myself. Gains 25 damage. If you set it up in Roche and you make it infinitely bounce, right, and it bounces like 35 times, and then a hero walks in, does the Lich ult come out and do 1,000,000 damage, or does it not even gain damage bouncing off Roche?
I would imagine it would, but I guess the issue is what can you put down that will bounce infinitely?
Well, just the shard. The shard, yeah.
How does it last?
Quite a long time. Long enough to get a lot of bounces.
Yeah. That could be funny, but
AA core. You know what's weird? I played against an AA recently who was not a core. He was a support, and he randomly bought Ags at some point because the game went 70 minutes. and he murdered me. And I was like, I'm a +1 juggernaut, and I don't have spin, and AA is killing me from halfway across the map, and he's a support. Actually, you can do a lot of damage on AA when they reduce the mana cost of it. It's actually pretty good. I'm scared of it. It's pretty good. It's like a Dark Willow, but without any downtime.
This seems like a very familiar draft. 3 of these heroes were picked last game.
Yeah, exactly. Lich is the only new one. So, similar bans as well. Got the Axe banned, but instead of first phase, second phase, got the Wind Ranger ban. I think Invoker gets banned quite a lot against Decate. Slardar ban, interesting.
I'd love to see, I don't think I'll be picked here because I think these are probably all supports, but I'd love to see someone pick Dazzle from the new patch because I've not seen it played yet.
As far as I know, it's not as good.
The win rate seems to be okay up until Divine. They're all about 50%, and then Divine's 47, so it's probably not that bad, but...
Well, the thing is, they buffed his early game. Slightly lower cooldown on Poison Touch. Lower mana cost on the heal is really big for his laning. Shallow Grave now has an extra mechanic where you heal people higher while they're in it, if they're on low HP. But then his new ults... I know you can give armor to an ally, but not getting the cooldown reduction is just too much of a nerf.
Well, you do still get cooldowns reduced when you cast spells.
Yeah, but not on items, though. And that was a big thing. You had very low TP cooldown, which was great.
Well, what this means, though, is now you can just build items that don't have cooldowns again, if you need to. Or, like, items that aren't as reliant on cooldowns. So, like, things like Locket. Locket's insane with the new...
Oh, yeah. You do a lot of healing. Yeah, and lower cooldown on the heal is really great, because Dazzle always ran out of mana.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And you can still buy Axe if you want, because it's a pretty good, like, late game item for this hero now.
Yes, it is good, yeah.
Because you can go carry, have another BKB.
Plus, you're also halving your own cooldowns of items, so that means TPs, Force Staff, Glimmer Cape, Scythes, even Arcane Boots. That's the thing I think I missed the most, that Dazzle had lower cooldown Arcane Boots, which was amazing for your team. But
the only thing I've seen of it so far is I saw a pro play it the other day, and they did like a Huskar strat with it, because the Shallow Grave amps Huskar's passive healing.
It amps all healing, yeah. And if you're on 1% HP, it's 80% health amp. Well, he's probably gonna get himself to 1%. Huskar then has 20% magic resist. He's regenning really high. You heal him with your heal anyway, and then Huskar's suddenly back up to a KHP. And Huskar getting a bit of magic resistance back, that was a huge buff. Meepo also got some free magic resistance. That was a nice buff for him as well.
So looking at the draft, who's our brew player here?
Who's the... Is it Backwards Hello in chat? Ben, he's the one who always plays brew and gets it. You get it banned.
Does Ollie play it?
It's Miles played it. I played brew a bit. I don't know who else is the brew player. Did we have brew recently? Kinder? Yes, Kinder. He's on Radiant. Yeah, Kinder.
Right, okay. Is that an off-lane here then? Or?
Yeah, I think so. Brew's change is interesting because the win rate has gone down, but a lot of brew players say it's actually a buff. It's kind of weird now because you don't even need to cast Drunken Brawler. So, like, when you cast your Cinder Brew, you're casting Drunken Brawler as well. You get both 2 for 1. And if you put it on defensive mode, you can get, 21 armor and 60% magic resistance, which is a ridiculous amount of tankiness, right? So, it's good.
I think that change is really cool. And I really like it, but it makes me want to play the hero less because I was already terrified of trying to micro the 3 spirits.
Well, the spirits are the spirits, right? They're not changed when you roll. The thing about brew now is it's just a bit weird.
Ooh.
Like, do you expect brew to be like, I cast a spell on the enemy, but it also douses myself and buffs my passive? It's just a really clunky way to make use of his new ability. That's the only thing I think. They should have just let you press E somehow to but then you can't because you're already using it to toggle between the 3. It's very weird. And PL is interesting because we've not seen PL for a while. I can't remember what happened to him, but one change was that Diffuser Blade is now a lot cheaper, which means he can pick it up very early. That's the only thing. They did nerf Diffuser Blade's illusion damage though, so that is actually a nerf slightly to PL, but then he can buy it way quicker. I don't know.
So you just replace it later on.
You'll have to, yeah. Have to replace it later. I can't remember.
They reduced the cooldown of Phantom Rush at early levels.
Did they? That's nice. Nice for laning.
3 seconds, but I think you tend to put quite a few points in that, right?
You can max it first if you're laning. Either that or you can max the lance. But I tend to max the rush, for more range and more agi.
Or maybe now that it's got a lower cooldown at level 1, maybe you consider maxing lance more. Isn't the Ag Shard better now as well because you can get it sooner?
The axe shard's quite good, but it tends to be if you max lance only. Otherwise, you don't tend to go the shard, or you get it later on when you have maxed it. Lifestealer did get randomly nerfed. Early ranks of Rage now have a longer cooldown, and they also kind of gave a new mechanic to open wounds, but I don't think anyone ever really bought it. So I can't imagine Lifestealer's... it doesn't have a great time against PL either, so it's going to be rough.
Does open wounds work on illusion? So like if you open wounds an illusion and deal 500 damage to it, does it just...
I would assume so. Illusions count as heroes for terms of spells, right?
Yeah, but my thinking is, does it trigger the open wounds faster since the illusions take multiplication damage?
Yeah, I would assume so. So you think you just spread open wounds across all the illusions? Yeah, not bad. 50% lifesteal, isn't it? Something like that.
I think Lifestealer here deals with Brew well, but I don't know how well it deals with PL.
Well, it's okay against Jakira if you have to lane against that as well. But yeah, he does do well against Brew. But, I mean, maybe that's enough. You dominate the lane, you get a Mjolnir, and you just hope for the best. Lifestealer is okay against Phantom Lancer early game. Phantom Lancer late game destroys a Lifestealer because Lifestealer is so bad at killing illusions, even with Mjolnir. Mjolnir is never enough to kill like a 5 or 6 slotted PL. But the rest of the Dire team, are they great against PL? Apart from Infinite Bounce Lich. Batrider. Now, Batrider got patched silently, getting rid of his really dumb Manta strat. But I think Batrider's still in a pretty good position at the moment. You pick Meepo here. Yeah, of course you would. Meepo would actually be great here.
So, I really like Bat, but I think this is a really bad game for it. Because you've got Venge Swap and Tusk Snowball to save.
Venge Swap has always been known as the biggest counter because you swap your ally, it just instantly breaks it. It's gone. Or you swap Batrider in, kill Batrider.
So for what Karen said in chat, the Ag Shard makes it so when you attack it applies Sticky Napalm. So you buy Manta and you right click with 3 of them and it would just insta kill people. It did like 10,000 damage.
Yeah, your auto attacks apply Sticky Napalm, and yeah, as Brexx said, all illusions did it, which I don't think was intended because they took it away quite quickly. But Thompson was lassoing heroes and one-shotting them pretty much. It was ridiculous.
Well, I think my favorite clip was Jenkins did it in demo mode. Hit the dummy for like 2 seconds. It did about 10,000 damage. It's like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, it was so dumb. OD. Now that's a hero. I don't know if they picked that because they're scared of Batrider so much they needed another counterpick to him, but I played OD recently. He's still okay, but I feel like he's not as good because Meteor Hammer lost 1/3 of its damage.
Isn't that really bad against Rubik though? He just steals Astral and just stops.
Astral is so good to steal, and even the ultimate, it does quite a lot of damage. I don't know about this. Yeah, I mean, it's okay against Batrider, I suppose. Phantom Lance is good against OD. OD's got a massive mana pool, so you do loads of damage to him. And OD doesn't have AoE to clear Phantom Lancer apart from his ultimate. And then he just buys builds back all the shards.
I guess you could say... only real clear is that if you get Ags, the Astral does AoE damage, but that's not going to do
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late then, yeah.
It's too delayed.
I don't know about OD. We're going to see. If he goes Meteor Hammer Rush, which I did, the problem with Meteor Hammer is it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as it does before.
Yeah. Apparently Luke's playing Brew.
Yeah, I've not seen Luke Brew. That's interesting. So somewhat Brew. Ollie on the Phantom Lance, Ollie in the POS one. Decate mid makes a lot of sense. And who have you got? Nat mid, Debate Mail, Lifestealer, and Offlane Lich.
Well, I'm thinking it could be Offlane Lich, or it could be Offlane Tusk, or it could be Offlane Venge.
Well, I know what El wanted to play, or Era. He wanted to play Offlane Lich, so I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen.
I feel like maybe you do prioritize putting the Lich in that position just because he's one of their only heroes that can clear PL illusions.
Yeah, he can. He can if he has a good time.
Because I'm pretty sure like PL just has nightmares versus the infinite bounces, right? If he hits 25.
Well, that's 25 though. 25
yeah,
is
25.
That's the thing they've done in this game, right? Lots of Aghanim effects got put onto 25 talents, like the puck going through BKB, placing spell immunity on the Dream Core is now a level 25, but that means that if that's part of your strategy, you're waiting for level 25, and 25 is not reliable. It takes well over half an hour to get if you have a good game, and by then the game might already be over or unwinnable. So you can't rely on a 25 talent. It'll be nice if he gets it, but it's a long way away. And look, you can see the incremental damage increase on Chain Frost. It's right at the bottom of the tooltip. Not something most people notice. I didn't even notice it till a few days ago, but it is there. Very small bonus to start with. Oh, there's the slow immediately on Kinder Surprise, who's in the wrong neighborhood, and I think he's going to go down level 1. Tag team means he basically can't move.
Oh, come on, give the last hit to the carry. Come on, guys.
Nah, Wobber's got boots first. That's a nice nice starting set of items to get first blood on. Now he can buy a stick, or he can buy stats, or anything else he wants.
If you look at the kill feed, they got 36 gold for the assists.
Wow, but first blood is 150 gold or 100 gold, can't remember.
Yeah.
Just bonus. I'm all in Dire. What's happening here? Have we got some points being bet? Nah, it's mostly Radiant. 5.8k on Radiant, 1.6k on Dire. Interestingly, I spent so long putting up, working out how to get like polls and things on the on my Twitch channel. Then almost like a week later, they just added in the predict mechanic, so I didn't have to do any of that. But I like the predictions; it's fun.
So if this is a core lich, what do you build?
You get the shard, and you get Aether Lens, and you get Blink Dagger, and you get Aghanims. So basically, like a greedy support, he doesn't buy items for his team. So no Force Staff, no Glimmer Cape. You want the shard, you want the Blink, you want the Aghanims. And Aghanims is great against PL because you can suck every PL at once.
Karen says 5 nulls and an Arcane Blink.
Not Arcane Blink on Lich, I think. Arcane Blink is so dumb. I mean, only when you stack it with nulls and only on heroes like Storm Spirit, but apart from that, I mean, the mana cost reduction, in my opinion, is a bigger change. It's like much more preferable than Spell Amp. 3% Spell Amp is nice, but I think 4% cost reduction is way better for some heroes. Like getting more spells off, very nice. He's going for a Null Talisman, it looks like, on the Lich. No, he's got boots queued up, but I assume he will buy a Null Talisman. Ranged heroes are not buying Quelling Blade anymore, as it only adds 4 damage. You might as well just buy like a Mantle or something.
Or like 2 Fairy Fires, I guess.
Yeah, 2 Fairy Fires. Lich has quite a good amount of right-click damage, surprisingly. No armor, but good right-click damage. 2 is really bad. Really, really bad.
I mean, PL's an Agi hero, and he only has 4.
Yeah, but at least he's gaining 3.2 Agi, whereas Lich is gaining 2. So, very, very low. Blink Ags. Yeah, Blink Ags, he's going to go Blink Ags, and he's going to take the shard as well. Ags is very good against PL, so we're going to see what it can do. I mean, AoE Sinister Gaze is a Sinister Gaze talent at level 15. He is definitely going to take that talent. So, 2.8 second duration.
The Great Male top lane is being bullied at the moment. He's got no health at the moment.
Yeah, he's holding on to some tangos. He already used 3, but a full wand already. Brewmaster is ignoring Drunken Brawler for now, which I guess makes sense. If you're having a dominant lane on Brew, you just play QW anyway, though I would have expected him to buy a Soul Ring for that. But he didn't go for Soul Ring.
Nat has 10 stacks of Napalm on him at the moment.
10?
It's gone now.
Remember last time Ross got 10 stacks? He just got 1 shot. I suppose he's always got the Astral.
He somehow didn't take any damage from it, so the bat just spent what, 200 mana and didn't do damage with it because he had 10 stacks.
Yeah, if you've got 10 stacks, you need to be flying over that person, or even throwing out a Flame Break, because Flame Break plus 10 stacks, I mean, that's going to be like 400 damage or more. How many ticks do you get on that?
It's like a 14 extra damage per tick.
Whoa, 15 burn damage, 15 second duration. And never mind, while I'm looking at that, Wobber just finds Jakiro. There is an assist gold there, but Wobber seems to be alone there.
I think the Lich did some damage beforehand.
Maybe. Lich only level 2. So not particularly high level. Wobber's actually got level 3 before the Lich.
Yeah, that's
Lich went for boots first. Got boots very, very early on. Needs to sort out his mana issues. If I was Lich, I'd maybe be buying a couple of nulls. Because nulls are a great thing to get when you're playing the sort of int heroes. Int cores as a little pause. Disconnect from Decay. He used the Frost Blast but didn't get the range last hit. I think that was a mistake.
Actually, come to think of it, I think OD is really sad about the null change because the spell amp was really nice and the mana reduction doesn't do anything for him.
I think he'll just not go nulls. I think I don't go nulls at all when I play OD. I just get the Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, although that's slightly worse than it used to be. The radius increase is nice, but not really for OD. It's better for like Treant and heroes like that where you can hit multiple people.
Yes. A little bit of a wait for Kate to come back. he does have Drunken Brawler. What do you put Drunken Brawler in the lane? 24% chance to do a 145 crit. It's not amazing. 3 armor, 1 armor, 5% magic resist.
The move speed evasion is pretty good for trading.
15% evasion, 5% move speed. I mean, the 33% move speed is amazing because you don't get that random, the old Drunken Brawler sped you up and then slowed you down at random intervals, which is really irritating. 5-second duration, 33% move speed with 90% evasion. That is insane. He's basically wind running on a Brewmaster.
I guess it's worth noting for the Fire Brawler one, when you use the active, it multiplies everything by 3 times, I'm pretty sure. So you've got like a...
Not the crit. That doesn't go up from 190% to like...
Oh, it's just chance. Okay,
yeah, I was going to say, what? You're
like, what? No,
like 75% chance to do like 400% crits. That would be ridiculous. The shard is now interesting as well because it gives a new ability to Drunken Brawler as well. It still creates a Void Brawling, as well as it gives you a new Brawler stance. So it's a 2-for-1 shard. G or not? Yeah, good question. There we go. There's just an unpause. And Decay, as we can see, is back. See what's going on in the other lanes. I like seeing the Batrider minimap icon just disappear periodically as he gets imprisoned.
Oh, yeah.
Batrider is such a weird hero because he's so good in the pro scene. It's very hard to not make him useless in the pub scene.
Did they ever fix that weird bug with OD where sometimes when you came out of Astral you wouldn't get mana?
Or you get weird percentages of mana? I don't know. I don't know if they did. His formulas are completely wacky. They don't make any sense whatsoever. They did nerf the mana gain on Essence Flux. That's somewhat significant. Oh, bit of damage going on the top lane. Jabamo's got the permanent slow, remember? That's it. Whoa, that kill. Rank 2 magic missile doing 180 damage. Have a look at bot lane. Whoa, there was a kill. Lich going down is really big for Ollie. Not good for Lich. Lich was only level 3. In fact, Wobber's still higher level than his Lich. And Ollie nearly level 5 now, so really big advantage. Lich struggling in this lane. Only 11 last hits, but 25 on the PL and increasing. So not sure offlane Lich has really wowed us just yet. But we will find out.
Let's hope. It'll be fine.
We'll see. Putting out some good damage onto the PL. PL doesn't really have a lot of regen. I used to buy Hood of Defiance on PL just because it gave you some regen and it really helped early game against like massive spell damage heroes.
I wonder.
Yeah, right in the middle of the wall. I like the positioning. Make sure he secures the range creep over melee creeps. Not sure how much more gold range creeps give than melee creeps.
Is Mage Slayer better or worse than it was before? Because it doesn't give Agi anymore, does it?
Mage Slayer is the same, isn't it? Or is it not? We'll have a look in a sec. We're having a fight in the bot lane. They turn around, they go on to Wobber. Wobber does manage to roll away. Arrow with the slow. Does have Sinister Gaze if he needs it. Sinister Gaze is him back in.
That's the damage.
We've got to be careful. He's got the Frost Blast. It's a lot of damage. Not quite enough to get the kill. Kinder throws out the slow. One more right click. Yeah, look how quickly he dies to Phantom Lancer. That is the problem when you play a hero with only 3 armor. Tim also finds a kill in the top lane onto somewhat. Veteran has to throw the Lifestealer away.
No, I think the Mage Slayer was changed to be from Agi last patch, not this most recent one, but it now upgrades into Bloodthorn. I know some Illusion heroes did buy Bloodthorn occasionally.
I think that Mage Slayer doesn't give Agi, you're right. But it's way cheaper to get Oblivion stuff now. And yeah, I don't know. I still think Mage Slayer... you never buy Mage Slayer because you want the Mage Slaying effect. It's kind of just an accident that ends up... You have it, you want to buy Bloodthorn, you go, well... Yeah, I was watching that. That's pretty nice. I kind of feel Mage Slayer is an item you just get by accident when you want a Bloodthorn. You go, oh, this might be handy. You never go, I'm desperate for a Mage Slayer, because no one bought Mage Slayer.
Well, I'm just thinking if it's a game on like PL where you go like a casual Hood, maybe you go Mage Slayer instead now, and then eventually upgrade that into a Bloodthorn.
On who, sorry, did you say?
on like PL or something? Because I know illusion heroes sometimes like to go Bloodthorn because it is your true strike and crit, doesn't it?
Yeah, Naga Sirens will go in Bloodthorn because yeah, all the illusions do mad damage. Plus, it just locks heroes down so you can wail on them. Debating on having a bit of a 1v1 here, but I think he's gonna have to jump into a creep. He's taking a lot of damage. He does go into a creep. He's gonna be fine. Somewhat is only level 4. Along with Veteran, but you have a level 6 on the Lifestealer, so he's just sitting inside that. You can see his health going up really fast, 38.7 health regen, and then he comes out.
So I know Wobb's very comfortable on Tusk, but I'm not sure if Tusk is the best lane pairing for a Lich if you did want to run Lich Core, because like you don't really benefit much from the tag teaming or anything.
Yeah, and I think you would have gone in with Lifestealer, rolled them both in, and started tag teaming double slow. Would have been pretty good. Yeah, maybe do take the Venge. Would have been nice. I agree. Veteran just finds a couple of bounties in the enemy jungle because Nat obviously isn't going for a bottle, so he's not really going to use them, is he?
Hoping in a chat saying maybe ET Lich would have been better or something. I don't think anyone else really plays ET much though.
Elder Titan.
Yeah.
I like the change to Elder Titan if you weren't good at microing. If you weren't good at microing, it's a massive buff. But if you're good at microing, it never mattered.
Yeah.
Wobber drops the tag team. Not a lot happens.
Yeah, you just sort of post him a bit. It isn't really. It's quite hard. I think it's quite hard for them to kill Ollie because he just sort of doppelgangers away. He actually doesn't level Phantom Rush at all, which I'm surprised by.
Really? He went for a second point of doppelganger, which just slows the cooldown by 5 seconds. They're going in. Look how much damage they can do. The lance hits so hard. In fact, that's all they needed. Almost got the kill on Ollie, but not quite enough. Ollie then hits level 6, drops his ultimate, and now Wobber is just being torn apart. He gets slowed. Ollie needs one more lance. Doesn't have the mana for it. Gets the kill anyway.
Here comes OD. He's going to ult.
Yeah. Does get the kill just about. That's going to be nice. Gets the imprisonment. Not going for a follow-up. No. But that's a kill onto Ollie. Definitely helps. Lich just had a bit of a tough time. 1-3-3 at the moment. Doesn't have the ult yet. This is game 2, I'm afraid. Because it's 9:29 now, UK time. We've been live for an hour and a half. Always play 2 games. Tend to end around 10 to 10:30, depending on the length of the games. I reckon we'll be ending around 10 o'clock today. Oh, we've seen that. Oh, look at that. The Macropire and the Flaming Lasso. And that has so much fire underneath him. There is no way he escapes. An Ice Path as well. It gets the Wobber. Look at Wobber walking through the Macropire and taking so much damage. And that was done with an Arcane Rune, so the Flaming Lasso cooldown already on 65 seconds. Really nice.
Yeah, Lasso has a long cooldown nowadays. I remember it used to be like a minute, didn't it? And now even with Arcane Rune, it's still
84 seconds with Arcane, yeah.
Was it like 115, I think, when it doesn't have Arcane? Something like that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know. Was it really that good? The problem is the pros are just too good with Batrider. The reliable pickoff, you don't need to get a Pudge Hook. You just blink in and press it.
He's going on Witchblade on Bat, which makes a lot of sense, I guess.
Witchblade on Batrider?
But my trick is sticking Napalm, so.
Yeah, I know, but you usually go Boots of Travel, and you can even get Yules, Drums, whatever. But you just go full move speed items, maybe BKB early.
Well, I think the idea here is you get Witchblade and you get Axe Shard and then Blink, and then when you blink on someone, lasso them, you can attack them with the Witchblade.
Era's gone in with the big damage. No, he's not dropped the ultimate just yet. Oh, he drops it now, and it just bounces back onto his illusions, but out comes the Banish. Was that a mistake? No, that's still going to be a kill. And the Banish is doing 360 damage. Era did manage to get some use of his ultimate in the end.
That is an Astral per Rubik.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, Batrider, he's here. Then he gets Astraled yet again. Meteor Hammer's being channeled. Here comes the Meteor Hammer. The Meteor Hammer stun doesn't last as long as it used to. It's only 1.25 seconds. And that is just burning to death, being killed by his brother. Somewhat is going to get the kill. Was somewhat spamming Windwalk in that fight, I didn't see.
Not sure.
It's a very important part of Brew.
There was some, I think, some unfortunate communications there between like the OD banishes and other spells, like Avenge stuff and the person got banished.
Yeah, maybe.
And things like that. I think I was dying though. Oh.
Do you still build Batrider full attack speed? Like, do you go Moonshard as well, or is that like overkill?
Maybe. I don't know. I've not seen it yet, to be honest.
Let's have a look at their player levels. Lotson's here is level 6, so don't have anything to worry about there. Having a look at net worth, PL is actually on top, despite dying, still having the best lane. Never mind, Lifestealer has just overtaken him. But Lifestealer decided to go full Mjolnir just to counter the PL. not relying on his Lich to do the big plays. And look at Era. He's just waiting for the shard. Nothing else. He's like, give me the shard. All I need. He's basically got the same net worth as the Brewmaster, who also had a rough lane, only 32 last hits. But, you know, Brewmaster, again, doesn't need a lot. If he has a bad lane, doesn't matter. He drops the ult is good. GG.
Actually, there's another small item you can buy with this, like 500, 600 gold that he's going to just be hoarding.
Ranged Ursa.
The worst ranged Ursa. But clearly you haven't played enough ability draft.
Yeah, well, you can literally be ranged anybody. Batrider almost got the Witchblade. Quite an expensive item, Witchblade. I think it's surprisingly expensive. It feels like it's only 2k, but actually it's a little bit more than that.
That just made me realise you can take like damage over time attack modifiers with the new Batrider shard and ability draft now. Ew.
Yes, I suppose so. The lassoing being able to auto attack is massive.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's mostly massive because your attack supply napalm. Because I think if it just said you can attack.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. But if it said your attack supply napalm, but you still got disarmed in your ult, it would still be bad. It's only the combo which is good.
I'm kind of sad about the flame break thing. I guess it's.
But you've got a smoke gank. Immediately using 2 stuns, maybe 3 stuns, but they miss the meteor hammer. They overlap them way too quickly. But there's the banish. Nat drops the ultimate. It's not going to be enough because Batrider is very tanky. He's going to be fine. Look at the Jakiro ult. It's dropped. Era drops the ultimate, but it doesn't bounce. So yes, it does. It bounces to the creep. Is it going to be enough to kill Kinder? No, it's not. It bounces to Rubik. Bounces back. It's doing a lot of damage, but it's not securing any of the kills. Era has already gone down. Wobber's going to be the next casualty. And Tim, the third one. And yes, Somewhat is managing to spam his Windwalk as well. So he's doing well on this Brewmaster. Picked himself up to level 8 now, rushing Aghanim's.
I'm amazed that only Dire Heroes died there.
Yeah, they didn't get a single kill. They massively overkilled or overcommitted onto the Batrider because they dropped the Sinister Gaze, which came out first, but then the Venge Stun was over that right on top. They dropped the Banish, but this wasn't. Yeah, exactly. If they just spaced out a little bit, the Meteor Hammer would have landed. They would have had more lockdown. They would have got the Batrider, and it would have been a different fight. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. 2,500 gold being hoarded on the Lich. He's just waiting for the shard. Doesn't care about anything else. Nat, going to use Meteor Hammer. But Somewhat, he doesn't care. And Meteor Hammer does less than 500 magic damage now. It used to be 690. Now it's something like 450. So it's really nothing special. It's like being rank 1 Dagon and a little bit more. You go, whatever. Still, are you on?
I was saying, do you think we'll get to see the Witchblade upgrade at any point in this game?
Blood. Oh no, faded fade? Remnant's Brooch. Not faded brooch. What was I combining items? I don't like Revenant's Brooch. I built it on OD and I thought it was really rubbish. It's just so expensive. It's way too expensive. I was expecting it to do what the Hon item did, which was your attacks are all magic damage all the time. 5 attacks magic damage is just for a 6,200 gold item. It's just terrible.
Well, they do also let you attack people that are ethereal and do True Strike.
Yeah, I just don't think it's enough. It's a very long cooldown. It costs 250 mana. It's a 6,200 gold item. I just don't think that's ever worth it. I think it's way too expensive for what it does. It doesn't give great stats either. Tim actually ends up getting a kill along with Wobber. Nice combo there. There we go. Bounce, 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 bounce. The cat's spot. Now it's in the creep wave. It goes back again. They do get the kill. Tim is going to claim it, but Era is going to go down for this. Keeps himself alive a little bit. Is the Frost Shield enough? The Frost Shield is enough. He keeps himself alive with the rank 1 Frost Shield. Wobber is going to die for it, though. But he got the kill on the Batrider. Did a lot of damage.
So that Spire was unfortunate. He placed it down, threw the ult, and then it just bounced away to the creep wave and never bounced on the Spire.
Yeah, but it still bounced off the catapult.
Yeah, that's true.
So they do manage to get a kill on Ollie as well, which is really big. And Jabatemel takes top tower. This is a game which has been hard to track who's been leading. It's 11 for 11. The net worth is basically completely even. So very, very good. Nat does manage to get the badge. Is he going to go for a Meteor Hammer? I think he channeled that a little bit too slow. Yeah, and Veteran will be able to walk out.
So I think my main issue with the Axe Shard rush on some heroes is, like, if you look at Lich, look how barren his inventory is. He has no stats. He has 1,000 health.
Yeah, he could have maybe snuck in another Null Talisman or upgraded the boots or something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. He's going to have Blink soon, and then he just plays this combo the entire game. You can see the reason why he's maxing out the Sinister Gaze as well. It's all about Shard, ult, Sinister Gaze every time. It's all it does. And you might think this is stupid and he's not having a great game, but just you wait till he gets going. I have faith in him. But of course he's disrupted by a Brewmaster quite heavily because Lich ult doesn't do anything to the Earth Panda.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, not to, yeah. When you hit 25, it's less of an issue, but yeah, that's 25.
It is, yeah. Interestingly, Brewmaster actually benefits twice from leveling up Cinderbrew. The cooldown goes way down, which is great with Drunken Brawler. But he's not really caring too much about Drunken Brawler. Just goes for the big Thunderclap and then ults. And Brewmaster's still essentially the same. They might have changed this new sort of mechanic, but his ultimate is his ultimate. That's what Brew's known for. Big, big, powerful ultimates.
Smoke the top lane from the 2 dire supports.
Well, PL does already have Diffusal Blade plus Manta, but no, plus Yasha. But interestingly, Lifestealer, who's just been silently farming away, he has 60 last hits ahead of everybody because we kind of forgot about him. He's just been walking up and down farming the jungle. Yeah, he's got his own Yasha. He went for a Maelstrom. He went for Orb of Corrosion. Didn't decide to go Mjolnir straight away. Going for Sange and Yasha, which was a nerfed item.
4 smoked heroes running past 2 other smoked heroes.
Yeah, so nobody sees anybody.
They might find the lifestealer here. Oh no.
Well, they wanted Lifestealer. Lasso, level 15 as well. They're also going to drop the Brewmaster ultimate. They're fully committing to him. There's the swap. Does he get away? No, he does not get away. Massive damage coming out. The Ice Spire is still bouncing. It's bouncing between all of the creeps as well, but they have tanked all of the charges. Kinden's actually going to be okay. Never mind. Era turns around, gets the kill. Can somewhat kill Ember? No, Era's just going to TP out yet again. Wobber taking so much damage. Saved by Nat. Not saved by Nat because someone's going to go in. Or Snowball. And one more right click and he will die. So that means Radiant actually claim 3 kills. Dire only claiming 2. And they got the kill on the Lifestealer. That was the main thing. That was the big play because he was the highest level in the game and he also had the most farm. So really nice kill there.
I think given they started on the Lifestealer and he got lassoed, I think that could have gone a lot worse for Dire.
Yeah, it could have done. They got a nice Lich ult off, but it ran out of bounces is the problem. Does the Ice Spire do anything when you just put it down?
It just slows, I think.
Oh, it does slow. It slows by 30%. It also, interestingly, everything in this game that's sort of like a structure has a number of hits, but Ice Spire's actually just got 800 HP. Yeah.
You can heal it with mech, right?
I don't know, actually. But if you put Frost Shield on it, it is quite hard to kill. I don't know if it takes magic damage. It doesn't say if it does.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, yeah, I guess it technically does damage if you do Frost Shield it, but its Frost Shield's level 1, so it's not doing that much right now.
Also, something I've just read, if Lich's ult can bounce to something else, it will never go to the Ice Spire. It only goes to the Ice Spire if there's nothing else to bounce to.
What?
So it wasn't like a luck in the lane. There was something else for it to go to. It doesn't go to the Spire.
Seems really bad. Surely don't you want to prioritize the Ice Spire?
No, because a bounce on the Spire is essentially wasting a charge to deal 0 damage. I guess that's what it's considering.
So. Yeah.
But if it's only you and the other person, then, or, you know, it's extending the ultimate potentially.
I feel like the Spire should be prioritized over creeps, but not over heroes or something. I don't know. It's weird.
That would make it pretty good, actually. Be a buff to it. We nearly got BKB on that. That is what he needs. I think most ODs are just going for a normal kind of attack speed OD build. But they did nerf the Arcane Orb as well. They took away a bit of damage before you max it out. So that means support OD got nerfed.
So Radiant is smoking. Bat's just got his Ag Shard, and he's also got a Grove Bow and a Witch Blade. So this is
well, that's quite a lot of attack speed. He's gone Treads as well. So he's gone full attack speed.
Does not have a BKB.
Not yet. He's trying to. He's very, very close. They're flying around. He's seen him. You can't hide, Nat. You can't hide. You can banish him, though. But you're going to get Ice Path immediately. So there's no way you're going to die. You're going to escape. Actually, the ultimate is dropped. Era tries to get the ultimate combo off, but doesn't succeed. And now he is being chased by Brewmaster, who can easily dive a tier 1 tower. Wobber's going to keep him alive just for a little bit, but Era gets nice Ice Path from Kinder. Massive Fate Bolt. Going to secure that kill. His Icicle combo just didn't work out again. And Ollie, he's farming as hard as he can to catch up with the Lifesteal. He's getting pretty close to Manta style. And, you know, when he gets that critical massive illusions, I think Jabetma's going to struggle to kill them.
Yeah, I think the Bat Ride is really scary right now until they have that BKB up. I mean, even with the BKB, still sort of just lasso you until it runs out.
Well, Napalm doesn't go through spell immunity, which means I think if you lasso a BKB target, you can't apply it with the shard either. So you need to try and get them before they BKB. He's not even going blink. He's got treads and Witchblade. It means he's quite a slow hero.
Well,
Batrider.
They're still in their stash, actually.
Oh yeah, that's nice. The thing about Batrider is you either go blink or you build as many move speed items as possible. If you go neither, doesn't it make you really struggle to go on top of heroes? You only move at 386 speed with Firefly Max. It's not very fast.
Well, I guess the heroes you're chasing after will be way slower than you anyway, because you're slowing them, I suppose.
I hope so.
It's a bit weird.
Do you right click always? Always gives napalm, just in the ult. No, it's just always.
It always is, which is why.
Oh no, the Lich is being oh, nice swap from Tim. He's being sinister gazed by Rubik. Is this a chance to get a kill?
Oh.
Walrus Punch, they're dropping everything they can. Massive ultimate from that. Drops the hammer. Veteran's going to go down to debate mode. He steals the Astro Imprisonment. Not the Astro Imprisonment, the Sanity's Eclipse. But it's not enough damage. Blinking from error.
Tim dies to the macro. Oh, poor Tim.
Oh no, Tim. That's really nice for the die. Picking up a few kills they needed. This game is so back and forth. 17-16 at the moment. The gold lead is 3%. It's basically been static the entire time.
Do you think late game, if you ever get to this 25 point as Lich with the infinite bounces, do you build Bloodstone? Just like infinitely heal you?
Potentially, but we are looking at a level 12 Lich when on the same team as a level 18 Lifestealer. He's not had the greatest XP per minute. I don't even know what the button is for XP per minute. R by default. Yeah, 356. So you've got some even lower level heroes, a couple of level 11s. I think it's just that Debate Mail has been really good with farming this game, getting XP. He stayed top net worth the entire time, but I just think a Lifestealer, no matter if you buy Mjolnir or whatever, you're never going to out carry a Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer, well, any illusion hero late game is absolutely terrifying. I think Tiny would have been better against illusions, because Tiny just right clicks and everything dies, 100% cleave. Why not? Doesn't matter which one I'm hitting.
Another smoke from Radiant.
They love smoking, which is good, because smoke's good. They don't even take the bounty and they are so committed to getting a stealthy gank off. Then they go and take it. Oh, there was dire vision of it anyway. Outpost vision radius is very small, thankfully.
Yeah.
Doesn't even capture the rune. Well, Radiant don't find anything, but they're going to say, well, thanks for the tower. Ollie does have his shard. Going for Skadi. Skadi got nerfed as well. Didn't expect Skadi to get nerfed. It's another nerf to illusion heroes.
It was a very strong just core item in general.
It was, but oh, the Lich ult again. It is bouncing. No, they've already counted it. 2 bounces, but Kindit is going to go down. Debate Melt is strong. Is Era going to die? He does have the Frost Shield to pop on himself. BKB used by Nat, but he just gets lassoed. It means he doesn't get the Meteor Hammer off in time.
It can snowball him.
But Nat's okay. Nat's actually going to TP out. He thinks the fight's not going well, so he just leaves. But actually, the fight is going well for the Dire. Really well.
Wow,
I don't feel like he even needed to go back. That went fantastically well. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to go well because Lich whiffed the ult yet again. But then Debate now, he just does so much damage. He's a level 20 Lifestealer. He is an absolute machine. And when Ollie's not in the fight, then yeah, what do you do?
Oh, they're chasing after this
Batrider, that would be a great kill. Level 16 Batrider. Do you have the swap? Never mind. You got the stun. You got the Walrus Punch. Era making the most of Sinister Gaze. Doesn't even have the Sinister Gaze talent yet. He really, really wants that talent. Oh, and now the Dire are looking like they're building a little bit of a lead. The gold lead is still really, really minute, but taking Aegis, very important. And the massive level lead, Lifestealer is 3 levels ahead. That means he's picking up 16% evasion, which is a bit of a pathetic level 20 talent, but, you know, it helps.
Something I've just noticed, which might happen at some point, is if the Lich has an Ags and he Sinister Gazes the PL and all of his illusions, he probably gets all of his mana back.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Because it
You go, like,
drains mana.
full mana, yeah.
Also, draining the PL's mana means he probably can't doppel that much.
It doesn't take a lot of mana. I think they
It's
gave
also
mana.
good.
They gave mana drain Sinister Gaze just so the Lich gonna have your mana meme stayed kind of part of the game. But
It's
is
a
it?
quarter, though.
It's 25%. It's okay.
It doesn't do much when they're low on mana as well. Lich. Well, that Chain Frost did nothing.
Well, because Veteran had rage. I don't think he knew that.
I'm
to be fair.
still not really seeing it, but
No, I mean I've hyped him up a lot, and he's not quite delivered yet. You never know. I mean, to be honest, he's still on the winning team, so we'll give him that.
I'm hoping the Ags will do it.
The Ags definitely helped because it's AoE, but also because it lets you cast everything while also using Sinister Gaze.
I think it's the duration talent as well.
Yes, he's just picked that up. Which really helps. 0.5 second duration is a lot.
Yeah, so I guess like once you have Ags, you like blink, gaze first because you can cast other stuff during it, right? And
Yeah, gaze and then drop everything ASAP on top. What I find funny is just parallel with League of Legends. I remember playing League back in pre-season 1 and season 1, and there were a couple of heroes who had 2.5 second stuns, AoE stuns, and they thought, nah, that's way too long. And so they made them 2-second stuns to fight, despite the fact that everyone can pick up like a 35% status resistant item boots. But in Dota, you stun for like 4 seconds? Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. It's fine. 4 seconds, not a problem. It's a very different game. Where in League, if you get a 2-second stun, you're like, whoa, that's a long stun. Very different different game. League, Heroes of the Storm is the same.
I mean, on the other hand, League considers their blink skill strong, and that jumps you forward like 10 units.
Yeah, I think it's like 400 compared to Dota's 1200.
It's not very much.
And it's got like a 5-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
Very different, yeah. Very different game. Well, Jabatemo's having no problem just whacking this tower. Does have Aegis as well. Realises that he's probably a bit low. Probably could use Infest to get a little bit of heal. But isn't going to. Taking a fair bit of damage. Kinder's only level 12 though. Not very high level on this Chikiro. Now it's going to channel. Meteor Hammer does the same amount of damage to buildings it did before, you see. Only nerfing the damage to heroes.
Yeah. Lifesteal's back on full health. They might wait for it to jump.
Wobber's got Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
So, Blink Punch onto the Batrider. Do they know Batrider's in the corner? They do now. Oh, Tim. He was looking for the swap. He was so close. Couldn't quite get it. Going for another Meteor Hammer. There's the swap. They swapped him out when they went in. It's a bit of a mistake. He drops the BKB on the Batrider. He's going to take Venge down. Maybe not the target you want to get as a priority, but he still will die. They have taken the tier 3 tower. The fight is raging on. They're going to get the red panda. Oh, out comes the Lich Ult. It's bouncing back and forth. Out comes a stolen Lich Ult. Oh no, that's going to get Era killed. Veteran with the return Lich Ult. We said it was going to be good. Jabatemo does have the Aegis, but Ollie's doing high damage to him. But actually taking quite a lot from the Mjolnir. But he doesn't have Mjolnir when he's up now. Not the active anyway. Ollie's just kiting him out. Yeah, we're just going to kite the Lifestealer until he dies. But Dire, they're still here. A lot of damage. Wobber's going to claim a kill. And Batrider, he's going to be the second casualty. Jabatemo, he's running in on somewhat, but yeah, he is a really fast hero. He gets a lot of evasion as well. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Do we have the Mjolnir? We do have the Mjolnir.
Ashal on OD. He just walks away.
It's really weird because you can't see the imprisonment as clearly, which is quite annoying.
That might be spectator mode. I think it's more visible usually.
Is it? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Cleanse Summoner spell is useless in League, would be broken, and sometimes it was good in League. But yeah, Cleanse would be ridiculous. Imagine every hero had a self-dispel, like a Baden's ult. It would be ridiculous. Even with like a 5-minute cooldown, it would still be so good. Like, oh, I've been hit by Beastmaster ult. Nope. Dear. Especially if you're a POS 1 as well, that would be game-changing.
So here's a question. Can Rubik's Chain Frost bounce to the Ice Spire?
Not Lich's one, I don't think. They're still trying to take this Rax.
It's an enemy unit, though, right?
I suppose. But
yeah.
Well, they took the melee Rax. I don't think you care about the range Rax. You just leave. All heroes are up, but they've taken the Rax.
Oh, they smoked.
Wow, they are on the hunt.
Under the creep wave, by the way. I'm pretty sure they saw this.
Doesn't matter. They just want the move speed. They do get that with the brew. That slows him by a fair bit. He's going to put the imprisonment down. Out comes both the BKBs in the rage. So Kinder Surprise is going to go down straight away. BKB drop with the Batrider, but he's got nothing to lasso. He's just going to have to run away. Look at the ult from Lich. It's a lot of damage. It's enough to kill somewhat. Yes, it is. And now it's going to bounce. Oh, no, it's run out of bounce. Only got 10 bounces. Not quite enough. I've already found 2 kills. And I think Radiant are just going to have to back off. They charged him with smoke, but this is my problem with Batrider. He's so slow. When you don't have Blink Dagger...
Found him.
Yeah, he's not going to get away. Look how slow he is. He is going to get away.
He's going to speed up a bit.
Oh, no. Wobber's found him. And Wobber had Jabateman inside of him.
That's the Rubik's Astral.
Oh, Rubik stole the Astral. Oh, Rubik, if you save him, he does actually get a kill on Tim. That was quite cool from the Rubik, but unfortunately the Rubik is going to pay for it by being hit by a Meteor Hammer of his own. Yeah, his own Astral.
Because Rubik also had the Axe Shard, so his one could walk as well.
Yeah, it doesn't say that, but getting the shard does upgrade all of them, doesn't it? All abilities. Which is like another hidden bonus.
Well, that's the range racks.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot. The Melaraks are going to go down swiftly as well. I remember when the only thing Aghanim did for Rubik was upgrade the ability stolen, nothing else.
All these courier just ran past 4 enemy heroes mid lane and they killed it.
What did it have in it though? Just TPs.
There's Ags on Lich.
Oh, here we go. Time for Lich to do something big. AoE, even AoE Sinister alone is good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I wonder if we get like a Timeless Relic or anything. Surely there's a better neutral item at this point than this Tumbler's Toy.
No, Tumbler's Toy. Extend your engage distance.
Actually, yeah,
what does he have access to? Not a lot, really. You take the Nether Shawl for 6% spell damage, I suppose. That's not bad.
Cloak of Flames for magic resistant armor is not terrible.
Yeah, it's not great stats if you don't make use of the Cloak of Flames part. Well, Roche isn't up for at least a minute. Lich has now got basically all the items he needs. I think Aether Lens is going to be the next one. He's approaching level 18. The ultimate gets a lot more damage every time you level it up. Also more incremental damage and a much lower cooldown. For all the flack we've given him, he has managed 5 kills and 14 assists, which I think is nearly the highest kill participation in the game. Only second to Wobber on his Tusk. Oh, they found him. Radiant, they're going in hard. Out comes the imprisonment. You've got the BKB drops in the back, but can he lasso anyone? Yes, this time he does get the lasso. Lasso onto the Macropie. They're going to get a massive kill on the OD. Error, dropping the ultimate, but there's too many things to bounce between. That's the power of the Phantom Lancer. 10 bounces is nowhere near enough when it comes to Phantom Lancer, because even if the bounce one-shots the illusion, it doesn't matter. Jabate he's got the blade, got the Mjolnir up. He's reflecting a lot of damage. He's still going to go down. This is really good for the Radiant. They did have to drop a buyback, however. But it's 3 deaths versus 4. There's only 1 person left alive, and it is Wobber. Wobber's going to go down, and that will be a full team wipe.
So look at the kill log. Jabate was worth 1,600 gold there.
That's a lot of gold for the Radiant. I mean, the Radiant are still behind, but that fight gave them, with the buyback but 5 kills, over 3,000 more gold. And they defend their last set of racks, but they only have 1 set of racks left, right? They've still got 2 tier 2 towers on full HP to get through. And all the racks, so what?
It's a shame it doesn't tell you how much damage each ability does in the fight recap, because I think most of the damage from that fight from the Dire was actually from the Mjolnir active.
Oh yeah, Mjolnir's doing a lot.
He was just stunned for most of it.
Yeah, the PL as people have been saying in chat earlier on, PL's late game is just so good here, and the problem with PL is he's quite a squishy hero that even if you have a million illusions, they're not that tanky. But now he's got the Skadi. He's holding 7,000 gold, but no courier, which means he can buy a full BKB. And after BKB, he can go either Heart or Butterfly or whatever other item PLs tend to want to go. But tanking up those illusions makes him so much harder to kill. And when the Lich Bounce can't even one-shot a PL illusion, I mean, he has to wait till level 25.
I think that 25 is massive for him.
But that's too far away with 35 minutes into the game. There is actually 125 already, but he is not one of them. It is the Lifestealer who has taken the Rage Duration. We found the Lich. It is an off-lane kill, I suppose.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Dies so fast.
Goodbye.
That's not 20. What's his talent at 20? Oh, I guess he probably takes the sticky napalm damage here, right?
No sticky napalm? Flame Break applies to sticky napalm stacks. But 6.5 second fire duration is a long duration.
Well, so that 25 talent plus the charges one is basically the old Axe shards when you have them together.
Right, so they split them up, and they did do a bit of juggling around, didn't they, with shards? Yeah. It's not the first time they've done it. Like when Sven lost his level 15 talents and they put it on a shard, and then they changed his shard and put it into the Aghanims. Now he has a weird shard.
Pretty sure he has the Dispel part again now, right?
Yeah, but it's on the Aghanims now. The actual Aghanim scepter. You have to buy Ags, but then that's giving you the old Sven back almost. Not quite, because it doesn't do an auto attack when you land. You have to do the auto attack yourself.
I like how ridiculously tanky Wobber becomes when he's got the Lifestealer in it. He's 4,000 health.
Well, Tusk has one of the highest strength gains in Dota, 3.9 strength gain. So he just naturally becomes very tanky anyway. And then, what is it, 1,200 health, so yeah.
I don't know if you caught this, but he has an Axe on Tusk now.
Oh yeah, the kick is awesome. What did they do to the kick? They increased the cooldown, but it's reduced if you kick a creep. It now also deals 350 damage to all other units within 250 radius of the landing area.
So
is now unit and vector targeted. Whoa, that mean you can choose the direction of your kick?
Yes.
Ah, that gives you a bit more control.
Roche is up. Radiant did scan it.
Too late. Dire taking Roche. Now, Dire lost the last fight pretty hard. But they are going to claim a Roche. Roche is going to go into Jabatemel, who now has a Satanic. He is really farm, but actually he's behind Ollie. The net worth is just decreasing over and over. 4,000 gold only now. But there is an Aegis.
Should give the shard to the... Oh, Ben just got one.
Ben's shard is amazing. Lich went for the shard straight away. Wobber's shard is... I liked it when it gave the old sigil, but they're not going to do that again.
Yeah, you're just taking it for the open wounds. That's fine.
Open wounds is okay. I think it's an underrated spell because it's a ranged slow. That's quite a strong slow. It's 50% lifesteal. It's only got a 15-second cooldown. And doesn't it make you do 2% of their health per hit? I mean, it does a lot of stuff. They lift.
It's interesting versus PL, and I'm curious to see how much it will spread.
This is the last set of racks, remember? There is a kick. Yeah, onto Stonewall. Can they kill him immediately? Drop the ultimate. It's not enough. He's on about 1 HP. Is he going to get the ultimate in time? Yeah, he is going to die because he dies from the imprisonment. Tim, he's going to be the next casualty. It's a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. Remember, it's all about this PL, but Nat doesn't have the BKB. Nat is being absolutely destroyed. He's going to keep himself alive with imprisonment for a little bit. Trying to run away. Ollie's taking a lot of damage from Jabatemel. Actually has to drop his BKB. Decides to just insta-kill Wobber. They have so many ways to save each other. Is Wobber going to die? Yeah, Wobber dies the illusions. Nice swap out. Veteran who's stolen swap. Really nice play. Also, got the Trickster's cloak, so being able to keep himself alive. The main thing is Ollie is alive, and that is really important because the PL is so strong. They've only got 1 lane of racks left, and they are very, very low. Jabatemel's still the key target. Yeah, Lich is. Jabatemel, he's running at the racks. He wants it more than anything else, but Ollie's just starting to right-click Jabatemel. He does have Mjolnir on himself. And Satanic. He just needs a couple of hits. Ollie was actually just dying. He just walks in, just gets a right-click onto Decay. Now he's chasing Veteran. Veteran has stolen Rage. They're going to follow Jabatemel. Can they lift him up? They do lift him up. Just building up the napalm stacks more and more and more. Yeah, we've also got imprisonment from OD to try and save him. He just rages, immediately tries to run away, runs into a creep. Look how quickly that creep is moving. They are really chasing it. They actually managed to find it. But he comes out. You've got swap from Tim. Out comes a nice swap. Tim then forced after the Lich. He's got the ultimate. Is he doing enough damage? Just bouncing over and over, but the Shiro doesn't quite die. Arrow's going to immediately get killed. But Jabatemel, he's strong again. Blink away from the Batrider. Nat saves himself with the imprisonment, but Ollie, he's dropped the BKB again. Mjolnir on top of him, but the BKB on Ollie means he doesn't really care. You've got the lasso. Finally, they're going to bring down Jabatemel, and Nat, he's going to be the next casualty. BKB does nothing against the Phantom Lancer. What a long, drawn-out fight, but look how low the racks got, to about 700 HP. They also haven't lost a tier 4 tower, but what a game that was.
They do have 2 buybacks on Dire still, and they still have tier 2 now, so...
Well, 1 buyback has been used by Lich. The gold lead is now completely even.
It's going to be quite hard to kill these towers with Frost Armor.
That's true. But Phantom Lancer is now level 26. He has a full butterfly coming at him, which is going to make it a lot harder for Lifesteer to kill him. Lifesteer's noticed and tries to go MKB, but isn't going to get it in time to also save the buyback.
Yeah, he took the crit talent.
I like the crit talent. It means you do a lot of damage. Without having to buy any crit. It's a strong crit.
Okay, I don't think he needs Frost Armor there.
Shard is gone. Tower is dying very, very fast. PL with over 350 damage has a ninja gear, which is a great item. And I like that he went BKB. He's actually doing a lot. I think he could have done a heart at some point, but because he needs to regen.
I mean, do you need the boots at this point? Do you just go like heart as like your last item?
Yeah, I probably. Or maybe get rid of the diffusal blade.
Well, he's looking at a bash at the moment, which makes sense for the lifesteal, I suppose.
I just think a heart would be great because these fights, he takes a lot of damage, but he's very mobile. So if you can heart, you can regen, and then about 10 seconds later, you can be back in the fight, which I quite like. But anyway, they've taken 1 set of racks. That's it. They've not taken a tier 2 tower in the bot lane. So they're still having to be really careful. They're only 4,000 gold ahead, and that last barracks is the only thing keeping them in the game.
He's sold the diffusal.
He has sold the diffusal. Completely sold it. But he doesn't have buyback. He's gone for Basher.
Well, he has buyback now, I think.
Okay, so yeah, so he went for Basher instead.
Yeah. Oh, another disconnect.
Unfortunate, but you can see the Dire Heroes, they're mounting up their attack. They are charging in with smoke. No smoke on Lifesteer, doesn't matter, he's inside Tusk. What is Tusk building? Perseverance, Ghost Scepter, not a combo.
No, I think he's got Lotus on the career.
Oh, he's got the full Lotus.
I think so. Which is decent. It removes sticky napalm. It removes Jakiro stuff. Stops you from lassoing someone.
Yes, that's true, because then you just lasso yourself. But if he's got BKB... Oh yeah, still lasso yourself, because it goes through BKB.
Yeah.
How else Destroyer?
Wow.
This game.
Ben's just got a weird mix of items. She's got a Vlad, a drum, Tranquils, and is now looking at an Ags.
Yeah, but it's
interesting.
it's aura build. I've just noticed that the boot upgrade, the drum active is very slightly stronger. When I say slightly, I mean very slightly. Yeah, 5 more attack speed, 2% more move speed.
Wow.
So, for a really, really tiny buff, but it is better. For whatever reason. I guess those boots also give more move speed than other boots, like 20 move speed anyway.
Just give 1 extra strength and in.
Why does it give 15 health regen? Where does that come from?
That comes from the passive regen of the tranks, so you just can't cancel that.
Oh, okay, so it becomes permanent. Oh, okay, the boot's better than I gave it credit for. Oh, they kill PL, that's absolutely massive. He loses the doppelganger, now he's being saved by he's got a BKB. Never mind, he's in the really, really, really long ultimate coming from the Lich. Finally, Lich getting that sinister gaze. Buyback is ready from the PL. They've got PL and Jakiro buyback.
The Brew's gone in.
Yeah, but the Brew is losing his clones at an alarming rate, but he is going to be able to escape with the Fire Clone. And you've got an ult onto Nat, and that's going to go down, but Batrider dies straight after. There's a kill onto Tim, and now it's Jabamo versus Ollie. It's a massive fight, but you're never going to beat a PL. He's got way too many illusions, and he just deletes Jabamo. That's the power of a late-game PL.
So, Bat doesn't have buyback.
No, but Batrider threw his life away for Nat, and he said it's worth it. It's PL late game. PL late game. Ollie, they keep the racks alive yet again with another one fight. Ollie now is sending for the full Abyssal Blade. He doesn't have buyback because he used it in the fight.
We now have Ags on Rubik, which should be interesting.
He's also holding the Ice Spire.
Yeah, which means if he manages to steal Chain Frost, he can Chain Frost Ice Spire with Ags, which is really funny. Actually, Ags doesn't do anything to Chain Frost anymore, does it?
Yeah, 30% stronger slow.
No, wait. What, for Chain Frost?
Yeah, Chain Frost slows, right? So it slows for longer.
No, the Ags is the Sinister Gaze.
Oh, right, yeah. If he's still Sinister Gaze, that was a massive Sinister Gaze from Error, but they still lost the fight really badly, actually. Yeah, now they're losing another set of racks.
I have no idea who's winning anymore.
Well, like he said in chat from backwards to Ben, a 1 PL kill is GG. They need to kill this PL. He has got an Abyssal Blade, so he's a little bit tanky now. Of course, it gives you the Vanguard passive as well.
Bot lane. The Lich is going in.
Oh, here we go. Is it enough damage? No, because there's...
He doesn't have detection.
I think he's still going to get the kill.
Someone's sleeping back, though.
Yeah, he does get the kill.
He needs to TP out now.
He's died to Macropire. Yeah, he got away. Oh, he actually died in the base.
He doesn't have buyback.
He died in the base. 857 gold. That was an 800 to 857 gold exchange. I mean, that's quite a funny 1v1. Neither of them have buyback.
I don't know which of them is more valuable.
I actually thought, why use Macropire there? And it was the perfect decision. Oh, no, they found Ollie. If Ollie dies, this is game over. He drops BKB, but he can't TP out. Oh, Ollie.
I don't think they can catch him here. Wait, OD?
No, they can't.
Surely
They're going to try.
Oh.
But that's it. That's
OD
it.
doesn't have buyback if he dies there as well.
Yeah, and now Veteran has a save, though. He's got the two charges of Astral Imprisonment because he's got Ags. Very nice.
Have we looked at the tier 4 neutrals yet? They've got a Timeless Relic on Rubik.
Very nice.
PL. Dire's just found a Spell Prison. That's their first tier 4. They haven't got any others yet.
Oh, I've been slacking. This is a really close game, but now that the Radiant have 2 sets of racks, it's actually even in terms of racks taken.
It's been 7 minutes since tier 4s came out, and Dire only have 1.
Well, the last... They need to get some neutral items, and then they need to think about the last Roach, because in 15 seconds, Roach could spawn. And if it spawns with an Aghanims, that's going to be great. If it has a Refresher, OD can just drop the double ult.
Ninja Gear for Lifesteal. That's kind of...
Well, 24 Agi is not amazing on him, but it's okay. 25 Agi.
I wonder if you ever considered just putting that smoke on like the Tusk or something so you can just surprise people.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Did he not buy a Lotus on Tusk? I'm confused.
No, I don't know. He's holding a lot of money.
No, he's got a Ghost out now, so he's just got Perseverance. He actually changed his mind.
I think he obviously started it. Stormcrafter is a very nice item. I like that. But OD is going to hold the Spell Prism instead. It does give 8 to all stats now, which is nice. So buybacks, that's what we're talking about, right? We've got only 3 buybacks in the entire game at the moment. If I have a look at buyback status, we can have a bit of a closer look and see who we're waiting for. PL 4 minutes. Lifestealer just has it now, so Lifestealer's in a good position because he's got the buyback.
So I've just noticed Rubik currently has a Ags Astral with his passive and a timeless relic, so it lasts like 6 seconds.
That's a lot of debuff. That's 50%. 50% debuff amp. You're not coming out of Astral. That's as long as Brewmaster putting you in the air for. And Brewmaster has Refresher as well as Ag, so he's got infinite ult, which is also a very nice thing to have.
Are they trying to take him to the base on Dire? Is that
Are they?
What they're doing? Yeah. They can see the bat, I think. Oh, he just smoked.
Trying to do a sneaky on the last racks.
Okay, bat just put down obs.
Radiant do have Glyph. So they're not going to be able to do something like that. Yeah, that goes back actually. Not even level 25 on this Bat Rider, on this OD. He's...
Oh, the Lich just caught up in levels actually. He's 23 now. We might see the 25.
Oh, we need the 25. I don't know how many times he's bought. He does blink away. Having a look at levels, you can see a few heroes about to hit 25. You've got 25 on OD, but OD's level 25 is quite depressingly bad. As in, it's absolutely dreadful.
Yep. Still not bad.
Yeah, he didn't take it though, but 16% to 18% is not a good buff for a level 25 talent. It's insulting.
Well, I guess what's 2% of OD's mana pool right now? Like,
yeah, but the percentage change is nothing. It's just so bad.
I think this way. It's like 50 extra right click damage from Arcane.
Yeah, that's not good. Bat Rider's about to hit 20 or close to 25. Even the Brewmaster's actually fairly close to 25, and he's got Cinder Brew implies fear when ignited. It's actually amazing. Okay, Roche has a full Aghanims. Is there any hero desperate for an Aghanims at this point? Maybe. You've got a few Ags on the Dire team. You've actually got 3. It's only Venge or Lifesteal. Lifesteal's Ags is not actually terrible. It lowers the cooldown of his ultimate. I hear a Bat Rider lasso. Where has it gone? Yeah, just to kill an error. Oh no, but he's got BKB. He has to BKB for it. He has to BKB for it. That's fine. He has to BKB.
No buyback on Lich though. That's big.
80 seconds and now Roche is up, but they're still... Oh, come on. You can't go in for Roche now. 4 versus 5.
So dangerous.
But they're really trying to stop them taking it. There's only a few heroes without Ags actually in this game. You've got 2 on the Radiant and 2 on the Dire. I'm not sure who you'd give it to on the Radiant. You could give it to Ollie because it gives you that active where you can instantly give you illusions. But it also gives you 2 more illusions. Anyway.
Bats is kind of fun.
Bats can be nice. 2 lassos. You're not only really going for 1 lasso. Lifestealer's one I think is really good because it lowers the cooldown to 20 seconds. It gives you more cast range, but it also lets you use it on enemies, which is really nice.
Is that good though? It's interesting, but like, it's not really useful against the PL because you're never really hitting the real one with it. Wait, can you infest illusions? I actually don't.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're waiting for Lich to come back to life, so this is working out well for Lich, who's edging closer and closer to the dreaded 25 talent.
Given like how dangerous this game is, maybe he takes the health regen, to be honest.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. Debate Mel. He goes in.
They've used Rage.
Is that going to keep somewhat like... Yeah, somewhat's fine. Somewhat's fine.
Okay,
they're not
being poked. They're going for Roche.
Well, Lich is up. But if they can take Roche, this is going to be huge because you've got a free Aghanims that I think you can give to the Phantom Lancer.
Surely they know this is happening.
Oh, yeah, but...
There's no way. Okay, so infest.
They don't have a lot of time. Got about 40% HP now. They're walking around. They might be able to get a kill on someone else, though. But they are going to lose the Roche.
Oh, no.
Somebody just goes straight in. He gets the ultimate off. This is great because now he's going to just disrupt them. Look at the damage from Kidney Surprise. He's just killing Error. Error does drop the ultimate, but it only does 3 bounces. That is it. Even with the Ice Spine, Error is now sitting inside the Macropire, and he is going to go down. He does have this time. He does buy back immediately, but Ollie is going to claim the free Aghanims as well as he takes the Aegis and the cheese. He takes literally everything possible from it. He's got 41k net worth. Rubik has Chain Frost. Yes, he does. He hasn't got any other spells to go with it yet, but unfortunately, Chain Frosts just haven't worked out as we were intending them to. He's going for Scythe of Ice now on the Lich so he can, scythe the target he wants to Chain Frost. He bought the Tome again. He's getting closer to 25, but that was only going to bounce 3 times.
Honestly, I'd like to see like a defensive item on the Lich at some point, like I don't know, a
No.
Yules or a Joe Scepter. Or
Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, yes, I agree, but he's so all in on the combo.
or just even just an Aeon Disc, because Aeon Disc isn't that expensive, is it? How much is it?
Like 3 and a bit.
3,000 gold. That's like
Okay,
not that bad.
that was exactly 3. So the gold difference is only about 10 or 12%. It's very, very small. We're in a 51-minute game so far. Any other heroes level 25? Yes, Batrider hit 25 and went for the Firefly duration. Brewmaster went for the Cinder Brew applies fear rather than Brewling's gain Drunken Brawler passive, which would make your Brewlings like ridiculously fast or tanky.
Wait, how long's the fear duration?
1.5.
Oh, okay, it says if you press alt.
Yeah. I remembered that anyway, but Lich is really hoping for that 25. That's the only thing that could maybe change the course of this game. He's getting close. He's trying to soak up as much experience as he can.
I mean, he might have to take the health regen to defend the base, though.
Nah, he'll go all in on the damage. They astraled the wrong illusion.
They just damage the ones around it, I guess.
I mean, they've nearly taken the last tower. Then you're going to be even on towers. What's happening here? Dire are engaging. They pick Wobber up, uses the snowball. They've already got a kill on Jakiro, so Dire number 1. But Ollie's absolutely fine. He's going on the Lich. Just instantly kills the Lich. No buyback on the Lich this time. Taking the tier 3 tower. Ollie's now going for the racks while somewhat basically just delays the entire enemy team. Look, he's got the stun. He's got Batrider being a nuisance. Oh no, a lot of damage going to Batrider. He ghost scepters himself. Is that going to be enough? He gets kicked into the base. Then he gets the hammer is dropped, but Ollie does not care. Ollie says, I want your racks. You are giving me your racks. Come on, take it, Ollie. No, what are you doing? He's got the Aegis. Someone's going to claim it. And that on now Mega Creep. So I think Radiant basically have won this game. Buyback coming out from Batrider on the Radiant team. Ollie still has the Aegis. He doesn't really care. He's really killing himself with the Mjolnir there.
Mjolnir is just killing everyone.
Somewhat, though, is in an endless amount of ultimates. Out comes Batrider. He gets the lasso. There's a kick, but it's not quite going to be enough. The thing is, if you can't get Ollie, the game is over. Somewhat drops another ultimate using your fresh. He's still got a spare one. So many stuns coming out onto the lifesteal there. No, he got Astral, but it's not quite going to be able to say. Then he infests. He does manage to get away.
I think this is like not that bad of a defense, to be honest.
What is going on? Yeah, it's anyone's guess at this point. Somewhat still has another ult. That is his 3rd Brewmaster ult. He's about to go into Brewmaster ult number 4. They do come out with the E-Blade, not the E-Blade, the yeah, that's it. They get him with the Meteor Hammer. The thing is, Radiant have all the buybacks they need. Tim is about to come back to life. Kindle is about to come back to life.
They have used buyback on Bat.
Okay, but he is alive. So the thing is, Radiant can have every hero alive. Dire now have to defend against Megas. And that is never a good situation. However, Lich, oh yeah, look at that gold. 1,000 plus 1,500 among heroes. 2,500 gold for one kill.
Look how close to 25 the Lich is.
I know, I can see it. He's like, please. But he just got instantly murdered by the PL anyway, so it's not like it really mattered.
Oh yeah, do you see the gold on the PL?
Yeah, we just said that. Yeah, that's it's.
God.
Wobber got the kill in the end. 1,000 gold. Wobber's kicks have been amazing, actually.
Yeah, they've been good.
Nat 4 hits Ollie if he can stun him. Well, yeah, late game OD, he gets a couple of charges, a bit of mana from the Astral. It's a lot. He's got Scythe now.
Maybe he should just get like a Shadow Blade on Tusk so he can just sneak behind people and get them back. Because they're not really buying sentries right now. Like, there's no one that really hit with invis or anything.
Yeah, true. That's the problem with late game. You're relying so heavily on the supports to get detection. Because none of the cores are going to buy it now. Not sure about this Batrider build, but Lasso is Lasso.
So we do have a Scythe on OD as well now.
Yeah. That's a big change. Because now,
yeah,
if he locks down the PL, that's a kill. Unfortunately, Meteor Hammer's damage is barely 1/3 of the creeps.
Yeah, you probably sell that at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a useless item. It's so bad.
I guess it helps a bit with Megas, because he doesn't really have AoE. Like,
Maybe they'll build Meteor Hammer into a new item, because they like these small items building into big items. So maybe they'll be like, I don't know, Meteor Storm.
Do you ever, like, buy the upgraded Witchblade as OD this late on?
Well, I did last time, but it's so bad I would have just replaced Witchblade for something else, like Scythe or Shivas or whatever. I just think it's so bad. It's really not good.
Is the new Ethereal Blade on OD used? Because it amps your magic damage and it gives you spell amp.
I don't think it's that good, because you can't right-click through it, so... And even if you go Brooch build, I just think it's not worth it, because it doesn't amp your true damage.
Did you catch that Jakiro had nags, by the way? Like he built one.
Yeah, I know. The axe is nice on Chico. It makes the macro pyre last 30 seconds, which is ridiculous.
Oh, hello.
Oh, here we go. This is a massive kill. You've already got a kill. Ruru is going to buy back. You've got the ultimate on that from the Batrider, but it's not going to be enough because he gets BKB'd. 4 staffs away. We're going on to Era. We're trying to kill him. He is level 25, so he does have the unlimited bounces, but he's already used the Chain Frost, so I didn't see where that went. Oh, he dropped it straight away. Tim is going to go down. Does not have buyback. The PL illusion. There's so many illusions. He grabs a million of them, but there's so many more. You're not killing this PL. Dire have to leave. They know that this is futile, as well as their base is being absolutely deleted by creeps. They just need to chase now. Jabamo dropping the Satanic, healing himself up, but there's so many ultimates coming out from somewhat. Their base is just getting killed. Look. There's so much happening. Yeah. Lifestealer goes back, realizes that he has to. He does manage to TP out.
Okay, cool.
Eris managing to get back as well, but he has used the Chain Frost. Yeah, just about gets back. But they have lost their tier 4 towers. So now they are defending the base. They've lost the Venge. Radiant did use a buyback on the Rubik. Oh, they do actually find a kill on there. They killed Wobber, though.
He still has buyback.
Yeah, but Ollie is nearly level 25. Whoever was talking about it in chat, Cacopium as well, and then Ben. The power of PL late game. He was always going to win the late game in this team. Lifesteal just can't do anything to this late game PL. Look how much health he's got. 4,000 health. He gets kicked a very long way. Then he gets ulted. Here we go. There's the ultimate from Lich. Bouncing back and forth. Is it enough? You got the Hex. Yeah, they just straight up kill Ollie. That is absolutely massive. And another. The Lich ult is still going, by the way. Look. It finally stopped. It stopped on somewhat at the end. But it was enough to get the kill. And is Ollie going to buy back for this? No, he's going to play it safe. The game is going to drag on. There's a lot of creeps. He does get the double Sinister Gaze, but he's dying to the creeps. Has to blink away. Radiant don't seem like... Do you know what you should do on Brewmaster? His ult does so much damage to the to buildings. He should just go in. But he's only got 1 ult charge at the moment. Doesn't have Refresher. They kick in Rubik. He uses Astral. But uses Astral to keep himself alive for a little bit. Doesn't have Blink. Is going to go down. Got another Astral charge. No, he dies. And like you said... Yeah, Sinister Gaze on the creep wave. Like you said, he does not have buyback. But the Dire, their base is very, very precarious now.
Lifestealer is currently holding 11,000 gold.
11,000 gold? What is he doing? Buy himself a Ag's Blessing or a Moon Shard. Do something or both. Yeah, Ollie got kicked into the base, then Sinister Gaze, then Hexed, and deleted by the OD. Yeah, they did. The kick was amazing. Wobber, the MVP. If I could tip him as a caster, I would. Yeah, somewhat creates so much disruption in these team fights. It's just so annoying for them to deal with.
He's buying a Scythe as well. So yes, we need more stuns for this PL.
Who's buying a Scythe?
The Wobber.
Wobber, oh, nice. Late game side.
Oh, okay, there's a Rapier.
A Divine Rapier. Now that is 350 damage. That's incredible. But that means no evasion cancelling though. There's still a Butterfly on the PL as well as he... oh, he doesn't have an evasion talent. I thought he did. It said he's got Phantom Rush Agi bonus is the new change. So you keep it for 4 seconds.
They have managed to push out the creeps a bit, so they've got a bit of time.
Oh, here we go. There's the kick again. This time on the Batrider. They dropped everything. They dropped the ultimate from that straight away. Look at the damage that's going on to Lich. Lich is going to go down. Never mind, kept alive by the imprisonment, but Wobber's going to die. Ollie is at large. Look, he's so strong. He does not mind fighting the life. He has lost all his illusion. Actually taking quite a lot of damage. A lot of bashes. Nice Manta Style. Manta Style the stun. Ollie's now chasing Tim, but Tim just goes invis. He got no invis detection. And Ollie, he's fighting Jabamo, but Jabamo doesn't seem to mind. Ollie is actually struggling here. Ollie is legitimately dying. The Rapier does hit very hard if he can find the right one. This is really good for the Dire, but at the moment it's still a 4 versus 4. Jabamo needs to get into the fight, but he's struggling. He doesn't have boots. Nice Astral to keep him safe. Era's had to go back to base to try and defend it because of them, I guess. Well, someone had to.
Yeah.
Oh, Ollie, he's gone in again. He's got a lot of... oh, nice swap coming out. That means Tim's going to die instead. Oh. Except no one has any detection, so Tim's going to be fine. Then they finally get him.
60 minutes. Here we go. 60-minute items. Let's go.
60-minute items. I did not think this game... I said the in-house would end at about 10 o'clock today, but I was completely wrong. Oh, look, they're going in. They immediately kill Veteran. That means the boots of travel is also cancelled. Look at the stuns going into Jabamo. He does have the rage, but he's being stunned so much. Do they have the damage to kill Ollie? Ollie does have his own BKB in 1 second. Now he has the BKB. He just deletes Nat. And now it's time to kill Jabamo. There's no ultimate ready on somewhat. But it's a 1 versus 1, but Jabema with Rapier hits so hard, but he's being stunned and stunned and stunned. Does he have Satanic at the ready? He doesn't. And that is a divine Rapier drop. Do they even know that it's there? Ollie is pinging it. Yeah, there it is. They move everything away. But what does he want? Do you want the Rapier?
It's not that good of a PL item, though, is it, really?
I mean, he's taken away Butterfly for Rapier. It's not the greatest item, but you do have a crit talent, and you do have BKB and Abyssal Blade, so it's never going to be bad. But now that's a massive net worth swing, thanks to the Rapier dropping.
Another Roshan.
Now, this is the fully equipped Rosh, the Rosh that gives you Aegis, Aghanims.
Look at the net worth of the PL.
53k, 55k. And there's only one hero who doesn't have the Aghanims, and that's Batrider. So Batrider's taking a free Ags.
Hey, Dyer, go get some 50-minute items from the agents or something, please, to help you with the fight.
Yeah, their base is looking very barren. They've not even got a single building in it. Ollie now has Aegis as well as Rape. He's got 2 backpack items of BKB as well.
Please get those neutral items.
They're going to try. What are they going to get, though? Stygian Desolator. That's a lot of damage for the Lifestealer, but he has bought a second Rapier as well.
I think he needs it at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Pirate Hat, very... Oh, also nice. That now gives 15 move speed as well as infinite gold.
Maybe you put that on OD?
Yeah, you do.
Because Spell Prism cooldown rush.
Yeah, move speed. Just the gold. You've got to get it on someone. He tried to kill the kill Jabate, and then Jabate just 4-hit the Batrider. Batrider's actually still alive at the moment. He does have Refresher, which means he can Refresher go in for it again, but Lich manages to get the Sinister Gaze off in time. There's the ultimate, there's the Hex as well. Is it going to be enough? They're putting as much damage as they can. Oh, Nat, he's trying to fight, but he's taking so much damage. Is he going to die? He gets the Ice Shield. It's not going to be enough. The Lich bounce, though. It's still going. It manages to get a massive kill into Veteran. It's still bouncing in the creep wave. The Lich bounce hasn't ended. It hasn't ended. It's still going. It's still going. And now it's ended because Ollie was invis, but they've lost both heroes. Yeah, all the cores are dead. And I think the base is going to go down. Ollie taking a lot of damage. Who does have the Aegis. Still got a Rapier, which means he does a lot of damage. Wobber, the swap from Tim going to save him. And invisibility equals invincibility this game. But finally the game's going to go. Never mind, they have the Glyph. And another ult dropped by somewhat. He is chasing the Lich. Wobber kicks in an illusion. Unfortunately, that's not the real one, but it was only a guess anyway. And that is going to be game 62 minutes into this game.
Wow.
I mean, what a game that was. That's such an intense 62-minute match with gold swings over and over and over. 60 minutes in, and it's barely an advantage for one team. But finally, the PL manages to come properly online. Look at his damage, 111k, puts everyone else to shame with his DPS. And
that was something.
Yeah, what else do we say? There was multiple Rapiers bought. Lifestealer bought a second Rapier, didn't he? Which he then dropped on the floor.
And no one picked up.
Yeah, lots and lots of buybacks.
I'm actually surprised that the win probability graph isn't more chaotic than it is. It looks very simple, to be honest.
But at around 40 minutes, it was saying, yeah, Dyer's won. There's 1 melee Rax left, 1. And it was on half HP, and that is it. They couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it. They tried so hard. Maybe if they did one more kind of all-in distraction push while they took the Rax, it would have been a different game. But no, they could not do it. So alas, that is the game.
I think that was a lot better played than the first game. Like, there was a lot less mistakes and a lot more, like... I guess the fights were quite chaotic, so it's, I guess, kind of hard to tell in that sense, but...
It was, yeah, but really, really good game. And well done to everyone on the Radiant team for persevering.